Hey guys, and welcome back to part 4 in my makeup collection series. We're going to be chatting about highlighters today. Now, for some reason, highlighters are apparently part of my collection that I own several of. So I'm going to give you a peek at my highlighter collection today. I am going to point out some of my favorites and maybe some ones that aren't my favorite, but that I like to keep in my collection. If you are just now tuning in, I am going to be posting my makeup collection series once a week. There will be 6 videos. This is video 4. We've already talked about face base collection. We've already talked about blushes, and last week we talked about bronzers. So if you're into that kind of thing, make sure you are subscribed. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Kelly and I love all things makeup and beauty. I love talking, I love makeup, I love talking about makeup. So if you like to chat about makeup too, I would love to have you subscribe and be part of the Gay Bella fam. Why don't we go ahead and jump into the video. Okay, let's jump right in with my highlighters. Now, my highlighter collection has dwindled down. I'm pretty sure this is what's left of it though. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I think this is what's left of it. We'll start with the highlighters you can't get anymore, like this Makeup Geek highlighter right here in the shade Lit. This was one of her duochrome collection. It has a gold, like yellow gold shift, but then there's some pink and green in there. I don't know if it's gonna pick up. This is really, really old. Makeup Geek is no longer around, and I actually had this one and a pink one in the shade Luster. I'm definitely gonna keep this. I don't wear it anymore. I got it because it was different, and when I did wear it, I would get compliments. But like I said, it is really old. Makeup Geek isn't around anymore though, so I definitely wanna hold on to this one. Becca Cosmetics is another brand that is no longer around. This is the Vanilla Quartz highlighter. This came in like a little macaroons set, and I'm pretty sure there were like 4 mini highlighters. It was this one, Opal, I want to say Amethyst, and then a pink one, maybe it was Rose Quartz. This is the only one that I still have in my collection. I actually kept this over Opal because this was the lightest one. I really enjoyed the Becca highlighters, and you know, it's sad that they aren't here with us anymore. Another Becca highlighter, and perhaps the one that put the Becca highlighters on the map, sorry I don't want to blind you, is this one by Becca and Jaclyn Hill. This was the Champagne Pop. As you can see, I have a big dip in it. This is the only highlighter that I think I ever hit pan in. At the time, it was my only highlighter. I used it every single day. I don't reach for it too much anymore. I like a little bit more of a lighter highlight now. This still works for my skin tone, but I just prefer something that's a little bit lighter. But you know, I think that this collaboration kind of put Becca highlighters on the map, and this is definitely still a fan favorite. Then we'll jump to some newer ones. This one by Ofra is a newer one to me. This was actually sent over to me by a friend. This is All of the Lights. I've never used it before, but you can see there are some different highlighters here. I'm not sure what each of them are. If I had to guess, I would say this is maybe Rodeo Drive, this might be Pillow Talk, this might be Blissful, and I'm not sure what this is. I'd have to look it up, but I love the Ofra highlighter formula. It's super blinding, and that's what I'm into. Another new one also sent to me by a friend is this one from Sigma Beauty. It is the highlighter in Twilight. Sigma came out with their highlighters, bronzers, and blushes. I picked up a blush and a bronzer, but I didn't get around to getting a highlight, and now I get to try it out. I think this is going to be a beautiful shade for me. I haven't tried it yet. Another highlighter that I haven't tried yet and was sent to me by a friend is this one by ColourPop. It's the Super Shock Cheek in Flexitarian. Now, I did have Flexitarian years ago, the highlighter Flexitarian, and I couldn't really figure out what brush to use to get it to show up on my face. However, I have a ton more brushes now, and I'm excited to try Flexitarian again. I did want to have it back in my collection. If nothing else, I think it'll be a great inner corner highlight, but I would like to try and use this as an actual face highlighter. Now this one by Nabla is one that I picked up based on a recommendation from my friend Emily from Emily Loves Makeup. It's the Skin Glazing Highlight in the shade Ozone. She absolutely loves this highlighter. I've used it several times and I think it's good, but I don't think it's a favorite. It's not quite as blinding as I would like, but it does blend into the skin well. I don't know why I don't reach for it more. I should definitely put this like in my everyday makeup basket to get more use out of it. I have this highlighter by Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is in the shade Iced. I did get the mini, and I'm glad I got a mini because highlighters go a long way, but I do really enjoy this one. I would say the formula is similar to the Becca Cosmetics formula. It reminds me of the Becca Cosmetics formula, and I really do enjoy this Iced shade. If you're going to get a highlighter, I feel like a mini is a way to go because, you know, highlighter only goes on such a small portion of your face. Even if it is the only highlighter you have, a mini is still, in my opinion, the way to go. I couldn't remember if I talked about this palette in my palette video, so if I did, I'm sorry, this is redundant, but again, it's my Ofra Fill In Myself highlighter palette. You can see here, I hit pan on Rodeo Drive. This one is Pillow Talk, and this one is Blissful right here. Again, really love the formula, really love these minis. Then I have two by Natasha Denona. This one was limited edition. It was the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Glow. I think that's the actual name of the highlighter there. This one is a little bit deeper on my skin tone, but I can still get away with it. It's a very pretty champagne highlighter. But my absolute favorite highlighter in my collection is this one right here by Natasha Denona. It is the Super Glow in the shade Fair. It is the lightest one. I love this. I do have a dip in it. I don't know if you can tell. There's definitely a dip there. This is a very blinding highlight. If you're not into the blinding highlighters, if you want something that's more subtle, this is not the one for you. But I love it because it is so bright and glowy, yet it melts into my skin and doesn't look like a harsh stripe on the skin. So absolutely love this one. It's a favorite. I knew something was missing. This Bobbi Brown was in my bathroom because it's what I've been wearing this week. This is the Bobbi Brown highlighter in Pink Glow. Again, the minis are the way to go in my opinion. I've been wanting to try these Bobbi Brown highlighters. This one I thought was really pretty when I swatched it in store. I was a little disappointed because I picked up this mini and then they came out with a blush and this highlighter in like a duo, and I would have gotten that, but I already had the mini. So this is pretty. I like it. I've worn it all this week, but I think it's a like, not a love. Just kidding. As I was putting all of my highlighters away, I found my two Pat McGrath highlighters, so I will show you those really quickly. This one right here was one of her holiday collection ones. Where's the name? Lunar Nude. This one's a little bit deep for me. I got it on sale when it went on sale because I really loved the embossing. So beautiful, beautiful highlighter. I don't love her formula. Her formula is not the favorite. Her formula is not my favorite, but the embossing in this highlighter is stunning. Again, that is a little bit deep on me. So more recently, she came out with this highlighter here. It's a little bit lighter. It's in Lunar Allure. And this one, oh, these are so hard to open. This one is a beautiful shade match for me. Again, I don't think her highlighters are my favorite formula. They're a little bit glittery, but I am glad that I picked this one up. And that, my friends, I believe, is my highlighter collection. And that is going to do it for my highlighter collection, short and sweet. It is definitely much smaller than it has been in the past, but these are the highlighters that I love, that I go to. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I know this was supposed to be like the third video in my collection installment, and I'm just now getting around to it, but I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you have any of these? Are any of these your favorites? What is your favorite highlighter down below? Now that you know my collection, if you have any recommendations, I am open to hearing them. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed before you go. That way I can see you in the next one.